What is up, YouTube? So I wanted to talk about one of the weirdest volunteer opportunities that I ran across. I think volunteering is really important if you have some extra time, because volunteering is about giving time. There's really charity, and then there's volunteering. Charity is where you give your money. Volunteering would be giving your time and your effort. And so while I was looking on my city government website, and one of the things they had listed was something called Lights Out. A little weird sounding, right? So I click on it, and as it turns out, Lights Out is a program that studies the habits of migrational bird patterns across the US. And so apparently there is a path of birds that come right through our city, and essentially the purpose of this is to gain data on why these birds are dying on their migration path. So you, as a volunteer, what you need to do is go around and collect dead bird samples. I mean, sounds kind of cool. I'm gonna do it, but definitely a little weird. It wasn't what I was expecting to do when I was looking for volunteer opportunities. I was not expecting to find pick up dead birds. Additionally, one place I would like to recommend is Project Cure. And so a lot of people don't know this, but in America, and this is something I found out after a long stay in the hospital, in America, when medical supplies are basically sold out or billed to a room, then they can no longer be used again, whether or not they were actually used. And so they'll usually over-prepare. So for example, they overloaded on saline solution, and so they would have all of this, or like cleaning supplies for different medical equipments. And so they would have this surplus of it. Basically, if it didn't get used, they would throw it away. Their thing is they take those unused medical supplies, and I mean, they have to go outside the country if they're already like registered and used, well, not used, that's the thing, they're unused. But if they are already billed out, then it goes to another country and can be used on someone who needs it there. And so that's pretty important. So, like all of America's junk that doesn't get used, billed out, and has to get thrown away because of our ridiculous regulations, that stuff can now be properly put to use and actually help people, which is amazing. And so this company essentially redistributes that, and there's a lot of things you can do with them. I think they're in multiple locations across America, so check them out, definitely recommend it. So they need, like, basically you sort the different types of medical equipment, and I mean, like, I like to learn, and I think it's pretty interesting, so you get to learn a little bit about maybe different pieces of medical equipment that do certain things. Or there was one that was just a simple little clip, and it clipped the umbilical cord for babies and basically prevented the transfer of AIDS, if I remember correctly. But so hugely important little stuff that America is just wasting. If a volunteer opportunity is not available, then what I like to do is a community cleanup, and you just go up and pick up trash, clean it up, make your living area more respectable. It strengthens your feelings about your community, and it helps the people around you. And maybe someone else will say, oh wow, this guy's working hard to clean up his living area, maybe we should take a little better care of it. Anyway, I just want to talk about that really weird, like, Lights Out Denver is a strange program. I mean, I've never, when I was looking for volunteer stuff, I never thought I would come across something that is collect specimens of dead birds. But anyway, thank you for watching, and try and volunteer if you can.